the exact reason that prospects say goodbye instead of yes, I want to buy, then this is exactly the reason for that. I'm over here on Seth Godin's blog. Seth is probably the premier marketing thinker of the modern era, and he writes these really cool small pieces. Today's post is the difference between buy now and buy now, as in goodbye, is very thin. Sometimes when we push very hard for a commitment, we break the trust we've earned. For a while, we might not notice the broken trust because we're encouraged to keep pushing, treating every individual as a walking ATM, not a relationship to be nurtured and a person to be helped. Soon enough, though, you run out of the gullible and all you're left with is distrust. Guys, this is short, but it is so profound. We scaled this home improvement business to over $3 million a year. And the reason that we did that was by changing the dynamic of the way that we approached conversations. When we first came in, we had a CEO who was kind of like hard driving, focused on the project. It's all about the technical work. And she just wanted to close deals, right? Listen, projects are expensive. You have to pay for materials to get to the site. We had a team of 70 people. We had vans. We had clothing for the team. It was a big expense, let alone marketing and sales commissions and all that stuff. So you kind of get hungry to close the deal because you need to keep getting cash to pour into the new projects, because if you don't finish those, you don't get the next payment, and it becomes this really like cash intensive cycle. But that can come across. So what was happening was the CEO was going out to meetings and she was just kind of pushing a little bit too hard. Instead of trying to understand the prospect and their issues and the project and help them kind of like paint a vision of the future, she just wanted to close the deal, and that was really coming across. So as Seth Godin says here, the pushing thing is what we do naturally, and then we're kind of encouraged culturally in this like entrepreneur, business owner space to push, go hard, close the deal, close the deal. Listen, I'm all in favor of that, but it's about doing that when it's relevant and when the time is right. And I'm always going to come back to this statistic: only 3% are ready to buy in any market. So if you're pushing 100% of the time, that's why people are saying buy now instead of yes, I want to buy now. The key thing here, guys, is you need to understand where they're at. There are 5 stages of awareness. Is this person clear on the problem they have? They're clear on, the solution, like what they actually want to buy, and now they're just choosing who to buy from? Cool. If that's the case, go ahead, sell them on why you're the best, why you're the most credible, why you have the most testimonials. All of that stuff's great. If they're not, if they're earlier in the process and they're just trying to understand like, hey, I got this thing, it's a problem, I kind of want to change it, educate them, help them understand the problem, give them the benefit of your wisdom and your years of expertise without any incentive or any desire to sell. Just do that out of pure empathy and being a good human. When you do that, I guarantee you, when you help them understand the problem, they're going to move to the next stage of, well, okay, how do I solve that problem? And they already trust you. So now you can get into your expert bag. You can start sharing with them. Okay, so do you remember the problem was this? What we need to do to solve that is X, Y, Z. Here's how it works. Here's the options. It kind of looks like this. Other companies in the marketplace will tell you that. Kind of watch out for them. They're, the bad guys. What we do instead is this, blah, 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 blah. You don't even have to ask the quote. When you do all of that, the customer is going to ask you, okay, cool. So what would it cost for us to do this? Honestly, at most, the most selling we did was we would educate them on the problem. We would educate them on the solutions. And then we would tell them, do you want some help with that? That's it. Do you want some help with that? And often they would say yes. Okay. We don't want to just be passive and like not ask for the sale. But you don't have to be super hard. You can just ask, do you want some help with that? When you do that, this gets to the heart of what Seth Godin is saying here, where it's about treating every individual as a relationship, where you're nurturing them and you're helping them. And when you do that, you build incredible trust in the market. And I promise you, even people you spoke to who don't have a project for you because turned out they actually didn't need it in the end, or they were going to go a different route, they became a referral source. They would tell people, oh, you're doing some landscaping or an interior. Okay, I know exactly the guys you should talk to. I spoke to them, found us great. They're really going to help you out. So just really pay attention to that in everything that you're doing. Just focus on educating the market on the problem and educating the market on the solution, and simply asking, do you want some help with that? Do that, and I promise you it's going to change the game for you. I hope you found this helpful. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. I am putting out multiple videos a week targeted just to home improvement founders like you, and I will see you in the next one.